Hi everyone, so I've got another video on exam question breakdown. So this question I found on a foundation non-calculator paper is a 5-mark question. So I've just given the breakdown of where the marks are awarded. Again, we need to write some formulas, we need to substitute correctly, we need to show our working out clearly, and then we've got a final answer mark, but we've also got a unit mark for this one. Okay, so all of these marks are available even if you get the wrong answer. This is the thing about showing you working out and just getting used to doing that. So I'm just going to show you step by step what the examiner will be looking for and marking for you. Okay, so here's the question. So here's a rectangle. We've got lots of expressions all around. What we need to do is work out the area of the rectangle. So the first thing that should be coming to your mind is how do we find the area of a rectangle? So let's just write that out because we're guaranteed to get that first mark even if we can't do the rest of it. So area of a rectangle is length, and we know this, don't we? Length times width. Okay, so I'm just going to write that there. So that just gets me started. Okay, so now looking at this, I need to work out what the length and the width are. And all I've got are these expressions. Now, thinking back to your algebra lessons where you'll be solving equations, if we want to find out what x is so that we can substitute it in and work out the value. So this length here is exactly the same as this length, so they're equal. So what we can say is, if we just write this out, 11x minus 2 is equal to x plus 18, and then this should look like an equation that you've solved before in lessons. So we're going to solve this equation for x, and that will give us what we need to carry on. Okay, so first of all I'm going to add 2 to both sides and balance the equation. So I've got 11x is equal to x plus 20 now. And then I'm going to take this x off the right hand side and move it over to the left. So I've got 10x's is equal to 20. So that's nice and easy, non-calculator. So I divide by 10 now, don't I? So I'm going to get x is equal to 2. So now I've got a value I can substitute in. Okay, let's move it down a little bit. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute it into any of the equations that I've got here really. But I'm going to choose this one. Oops. I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to choose this one here. So when I do that, this one and this one, because these are both the same anyway. So the length of the rectangle, the expression is x plus 18, but now x is 2, so I can say 2 plus 18. So the length is 20 centimeters. I've worked that out. And the width, because it was 2x plus 1, I'm going to sub in 2 in the place of x and work that out. So 4 plus 1 is 5 centimeters. Now, it's as simple as, here's my new rectangle, working it out. So 20 centimeters there and 5 centimeters there. Now I'm going to work out the area. So area, back to my area formula, is length times width. So that's going to be 20 times by 5. So that equals to 100. And my units are, for area, centimeters squared. So there we have it. Right, so let's have a look at the mark breakdown change to red. So first mark we got for writing the formula. Second mark, we showed our substitutions clearly, or we showed our working correctly. So substitutions were down here, so we got our mark for the substitutions here. But we also showed our working out clearly because we did it all here, so we've got our mark for the working out. And notice how I wrote it out very clearly, so the examiner didn't have any reason not to give me any marks. My last mark was for the answer and for the unit, so I got a mark for both of those. So that adds up to 5 full marks. So there we go. That's how you get full marks on that type of question.